In tribute to our country, all servicemen and women, and veterans, we would like everyone in the audience to please stand. Gentlemen, please remove your caps as the class of 2020 recites the Pledge of Allegiance one last time together. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Oswego High School Class of 2020 graduation ceremony. Welcome faculty and staff. We will be forever grateful for all your guidance. Welcome parents and family. We are here today because of all that you have done for us. And welcome OHS Class of 2020. Here we are at our graduation. Can you believe it?
Today marks yet another milestone in our lives. Soon we will embark on new journeys which will lead us in our own separate directions. Although our paths differ, we all have footsteps we have followed. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Appreciate the moments and people in your lives who have led you to where you are today. I wish you all the best of luck on the road ahead, and I can't wait to see where your paths lead you. There's no telling what our futures may hold.
This monumental event marks the end of our high school career, and it begins our transition to our adulthood. No doubt we will soon have more adventures to add to our lives. Some will be happy, some will be silly, and some even embarrassing. All our experiences shape who we are, and collectively, it will determine our world's future. Congratulations, Class of 2020.
Congrats!
We made it!
Hello, I am Mike Wayne, principal of Oswego High School, and it is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the Oswego High School commencement ceremony for the Class of 2020. The Oswego High School Class of 2020, over 700 strong, is the 133rd class to graduate from Oswego High School. The first Oswego High School senior class graduated back in 1887 with a class of 5 graduates. That's right, 5. Back in the summer of 2006, when I was appointed principal of Oswego High School, times were quite different. So much has changed since then in our schools and in our society. When I became principal of OHS in 2006, today's class of 2020 graduates were only 3 and 4 years old. And over that span of time, today's graduates have experienced an unprecedented amount of change and challenges. But even during these unprecedented times, the class of 2020 continues to rise up to meet these challenges. They persevere, and now they will have an increasingly larger and critically important role in leading and moving our community and society forward into the future. And I have tremendous confidence that the class of 2020 is up to this very important challenge. It would be an understatement to say that the Oswego High School class of 2020 has had quite the high school experience. There have been so many wonderful and exciting things that have taken place at OHS over their time here. Outstanding academic achievement, local, state, and national recognition in scholastic, extracurricular, and athletic competitions, And of course, continuing our cross-town football dominance with the 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th win in a row against our friendly rivals, the Oswego East Wolves. I just had to get that in there. But unfortunately, the OHS class of 2020 has also had more than their share of heartache and sorrow, along with many significant challenges over their high school years, none more so than this past year. During their last year of high school, our seniors, along with the OHS community, lost several beloved members of our Panther family. Then, as our seniors were in their final stretch run of high school, a global health pandemic brought their traditional senior year to an abrupt halt. They had to quickly adjust to remote learning, as well as many canceled or reconfigured senior end-of-the-year activities. And now, they are part of the first, and hopefully the last, virtual graduation ceremony in Oswego High School history. I am sure they will still be talking about it at their 50th class reunion in the year 2070. How we individually, as well as collectively as a society, face, persevere, and overcome these challenges will define us moving forward. Class of 2020, we are looking to you to help provide inspiration and leadership for the significant challenges that lie ahead for us as a society. You can and you will make a difference. Take advantage of this unprecedented opportunity to lead during these unprecedented times. To the class of 2020, I want you to know how proud I am to have been your principal these past 4 years, and how much I have enjoyed getting to know as many of you as I could on a personal level, and also the relationship that you have built with me as a collective class. To the class of 2020, you are a wonderful group of young adults, and as your principal, I want to offer you my most heartfelt and sincere congratulations on your graduation from Oswego High School.
During our 4 years at Oswego High School, we've had various fundraisers focusing on achieving two main goals: financially supporting prom and leaving gifts in honor of our class. This year, unfortunately due to COVID-19, we were unable to attend prom, but we do have a special gift to give back to the Panthers. After a careful consideration, the senior class proudly awards a large, beautiful, custom carved wood sign of the school logo that will hang on the stone wall in the main entrance of our building. This sign will be a daily reminder to all students, staff, and our community that we are Oswego High School. We hope this gift will allow all seniors to feel that they've left a legacy at our school. And remember, once a Panther, always a Panther.
Welcome, friends, family, teachers, administration, and everyone tuning in to Oswego High School's very first and hopefully last virtual graduation. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Veda Marshall, and I am known by many of my peers as the super outgoing but super sensitive girl who cries when she's scared, upset, happy, and nervous. Kind of like right now, minus the crying part, hopefully. They say that when you're in this situation, to imagine the audience in their underwear. Ironically, I'm sure some of you actually are sitting at home in your underwear as I speak. And honestly, I don't blame you. Nothing seems to be normal these days, and this occasion proves it. This is not how we imagined our graduation, but we are thankful for the continued efforts that the district, school, and staff have done to honor us and make us feel special at a time when we need it the most. We've waited 18 years to reach this day. We've waited 18 years to be asked to prom, to wear that dress or suit, to take those once-in-a-lifetime photos. We missed our senior celebration and the gathering of our peers for a final time. We missed our chance to be pranksters and leave our mark on OHS history. And saddest of all, we missed walking across the stage at NIU to receive our diplomas, flip our tassels, and throw our caps together. Graduation ceremonies are scenes you see in every coming-of-age movie, and they are iconic and synonymous with entering adulthood. Unfortunately, this is not a memory we will be making together, but what we can do is look at the memories that we have created during our time as Oswego Panthers. For homecomings, all of the bands and sports teams that made it to the state and national levels, and contributing to 15 consecutive crosstown wins. This is our town. From the friends we've gone to school with since kindergarten to the ones we just grew close to.
These are the things that define our high school careers. Some of my fondest memories are from participating in Bionic, which stands for Believe It or Not, I Care. This is a club that promotes kindness and emphasizes strength and unity. While it has allowed me to provide comfort and support to others during my 4 years, it has also shown me that I am not alone. During some of my hardships, Bionic dedicated a giving tree to me over the holiday season. Being a board member, this was unexpected because I had focused my role on giving back to the community, and now they were giving back to me. This gave me a taste of what it was like to be on the receiving end of Oswego's support for each other. What you guys do really does make a difference, so from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Along with making a difference in our community, there are many lessons that OHS has taught us. One prominent for the class of 2020 being to live life to the fullest. Not only should we be living life to the fullest, but we should be thanking those who taught us the importance of this lesson. With as many triumphs as we've had, we've also had our downfalls. We've lost multiple well-loved people from our Panther family, from teachers to administration to coaches to students. Each individual has made a lasting impact on not only our high school careers, but our outlook on what lies ahead. While these are tough subjects to discuss, it is important to highlight the amount that it has brought our school together and made it stronger. A quote that I like to live by is, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. This is especially applicable in our circumstances. School being canceled was a setback, and setbacks are something that we will always have to deal with throughout our life. When you experience one, you have two options. One is to give up and let it take over your life, an option that sometimes seems the easiest. But the second option, which I encourage you all to do, is to recognize that it is temporary and use the setback as motivation to become a better, stronger version of yourself, which I think we've all done considering the circumstances. As we embark on our own journeys in this next phase, and no, not of quarantine, but of our lives, we all must remember the lessons and relationships that have made us who we are today. While this is not the turnout that we've hoped for or even really deserved, it is definitely one that we will remember for the rest of our lives. Thank you to the staff, parents, students, and everyone tuning in from home in their underwear. And just remember, once a Panther, always a Panther.
I will protect you from all around you.
Good afternoon, parents, friends, and most importantly, soon-to-be graduates of the class of 2020. It is with great honor and pride that I speak to you today as your superintendent. I've often stated that the shortest speeches have the longest lives. So what I will say to you today will somewhat be short, but will hopefully be something you can take with you and apply to your future. 4 short years ago, you entered your first day as a high school student. 4 short years ago, I became a first-time superintendent. We've all gone through a lot during this time. We've laughed together, we've cried together, and we celebrated together. And the class of 2020 has bonded together and has shown tremendous resilience and perseverance as we've also socially distanced together. This year, we started in typical fashion, and when we got to March, our world got turned upside down. For some of you, remote learning may have come easy, and for some of you, it may have been hard. We've learned new and exciting ways of doing familiar work. And through the process, we've been reminded that no matter how wonderful technology is, it will never replace person-to-person human interaction because the power of a touch, a handshake, or a hug can never be replaced. Over the past 3 months, I've connected with many of you. I've heard the successes and I've heard the struggles. And I wish I could say that moving forward, everything would be sunshine and rainbows. But if I said that, I wouldn't be telling you the truth. The truth is there will be difficulties and there will be storms that you have to weather. But always remember, without the storm and without the rain, there can be no rainbow. So in closing, I would like to share a story that I heard many years ago at a high school graduation ceremony. It's one that I've always remembered and one that never stops teaching. A little girl was taking a walk in her garden. Suddenly, she came across the butterfly entering the world in its new form. It seemed to be suffering, struggling to get out of its cocoon. The girl hurried back into her house and grabbed a pair of scissors. Outside, she gently cut away at the cocoon until the creature was free. "Fly," she whispered, "fly." But the butterfly, however, would never take off. It just so happens that the struggle out of the cocoon was the key to its ability to fly. Just like us, we all need to struggle in order to reach our goals. My dad used to tell me, always stay positive, work hard, and whatever you do or wherever you go, give it your best. Soon to be graduates of the class of 2020, I wish you the best in all that you do. President Doyle, having met the requirements established by the state of Illinois and the Oswego Community Unit School District 308, it gives me great honor to present the graduating class of 2020 for graduation to the Board of Education. President Doyle.
It is now my distinct honor and privilege to certify that the students herein assembled have met the requirements of the state of Illinois and the Oswego Community Unit School District 308 Board of Education and are eligible to receive a diploma signifying their graduation. Congratulations.
Hey seniors, congratulations on graduation. Now you get to go out into the world and find your true passion. Just please keep us updated because we love to hear all the great things that you're going to do. Remember, once a Panther, always a Panther.
Class of 2020, I'm so proud of you for all of your accomplishments throughout high school and for the way that you handled such an unexpected change to the end of your senior year. You're resilient and you're going to do nothing but amazing things.
Congratulations, class of 2020. You persevered through extraordinary times, which means you can do anything. Good luck.
Hey graduates, this is Dr. Melton, and I just want to thank you for bringing joy and purpose into my life as a teacher, but more importantly, as the father of Mark Melton. Thank you for making his high school career an enjoyable one. Congratulations.
Damian Alberto. Kobe Dawson Adams. Hajar Imad Adnan. Omar Aguirre Jr. Sana Agina. Ethan John Alba.
Cade Michael Allen. Kamari Rashawn Allen. Zachary Henry Alonzo. Allison Diane Altamirano. Luis Alvarez. Andres Alvarado, Julia Ann Anderson, Lucy Alegria,
Adedorlapo Eniola Abiona, Bradley Michael Andrus, Audrey Sage Anhalt, Xander Antelock, Michael Alexander Arend, Jonathan Cole Ariza, Christian Andrew Arocho, Jasmine Asensio,
Amari Latrice Atkins, Hayden Aubrey, Aiden Avalos, Raul Avalos, Jordan Avila,
Jonathan Barr,
Mia Baskey, Kyle Bacara, Liam Bailey, Tyler Baker, Aiden Baker,
Allison Sophie Baker, Donovan Mateo Barrera,
Zaria Raquel Barrera,
Priscilla Muniz Barreto, Ashley Lynn Berry, Brooke Bartram, London Amaris Batts,
Cody Beckman, Audrey Erin Beers, Ian William Bell, Olivia Diane Bell, Isabel Benavides, Morgan Gabrielle Birmingham, Zachary Tyler Betzinger, Breonna Bell,
Ava Page Bevilacqua, Michaela Marie Beyer, Reese Matthew Byers, Annalise Rose Blake, Bianca Esmeralda Bobadilla, Jacob Benjamin Bonnert, Nadia Marlene Bonilla Solano, Ryan Jeffrey Boone, Brianna Kate Bowman, Christine Elizabeth Borges,
Xavier Leo Brady, David Brandt, Mason Allen Brower, Nicholas David Brazen, Gianna Marie Brendel,
Cleary. Curiel. Colton James Danielle.
Dante Drayvon Daniels. Amanda Grace Darling. Caroline Rose Darling. Amanda Tyler Davis. Dahlia Morales Davis. Paige Rianne Davis. Jeremy Rivera Davis. Keaton Allen Davis.
Trent DeLapp.
Jocelyn Dembski Sikora.
Jacob Diaz. Kevin Diaz. Shay Catherine Dickinson. Haley Dillow. Jessica Japsu. Danielle Derilio. Christopher Diaz.
Abigail Denage Doucette. Joshua Michael Doucette. Eric Donald Charles Drale. Celeste Araceli Driscoll. Brianna Maheli Driscoll. Ryan William Dunham. Brooke Catherine Jevietkowski. Lamar Trayvon Easley.
Jada Lene Embry. Porcelain Engelke. Tawny Mercedes Enns. Gianna Patricia Arias. Matthew Irvin.
Glover. Samaya Lorene Glover. Tori Anye Glover. Adrian Godinez. Giovanna Gonzalez.
Franco Gonzalez. Erin Marie Gonzalez. Melody Mariah Gonzalez. Michael Nicholas Goodwin. Mason Gottberg. Kashay Alexia Grady. Aiden Joseph Griffin. Joshua Grimes. Logan James Gustafson. Melissa Vianney Gutierrez. Cade Gutierrez. Antonio Gutierrez Jr.
Stephen Golchinski.
Mary Elizabeth Hall. Jacob Andrew Shivari. Kieran Kaluzniak. Shamar Grant. Brady Thomas Hamrick. Sailor Hand. Madison Autumn Hartman. Carson Meredith Hartzog. Tegan Nicole Hadabaugh. Summer Skylar Hawkins. Peyton Philip Hebert.
Cale Ronald Hasia. Julia Jean Henriksen. Tamara Hernandez. Jax Manuel Hernandez. Norman Alessandro Hernandez II. Leslie Herrera. Ariano Lucero Herrera. Mohammed Mahamna Harp. Kenny Ampracha.
Santiago Higuere. Charles Hill. Austin Hockey. Justin Hahn. Jennifer Taylor Holland. Erin Alyssa Holly. Emma Grace Holm. Virginia Pearl Holman. Anne Elizabeth Holstein. Gideon Luis Horton.
Camarian Cameron Quinn Housey. Patrick James Herenka Jr. Mason Lee Huffman. Joshua Nicholas Hunter. Tanner Logan Hurd. Paulo Abigail Hurtado. Martin Joseph Imbaranjev.
Kimberly Faye Ingersoll. Lucas Ingram.
Kiara Abby Isidro.
Kelsey Marie Jackson. Anthony Jackson. Michaela Jagoda. Leah Eileen James. Emily Isabel Jasiak.
Rebecca Joe Jermalowitz. Emma Rose Johnson. Alex Johnson. Alana Latrice Jones.
Emmanuel Preston Jones.
Decasia Mackay Judan. Malachi Elias Junius. Lucrezia Katrina Yosevi Chuta. Hannah Marie Kazmarek. Jack Connor Cahoon.
Visalakshi Kalyana Sundaram. Colin Campshire. Avery Jordan Kapazinski. Natalie Fatima Kassab. Ryan Charles Cately. Ryan Kenneth Kazda. John Edward Thomas Keene. Sarah Peyton Keck. Greta Marie Keller.
Griffin Carl Keltner. Tiana Anita Kendall. Emmeline Grace Keneally. Andrew James Cortez. Morgan Rose Kiefer. Aaron Kill. Anissa Christine King. Nicole Ann Kirkwood.
Jessica Ann Arl Knutson. Kathleen Dawn Kowalczyk. Caitlin Marie Kowalski. Caitlin Elizabeth Krahula. David Raymond Crake. Maggie Marie Kral. Molly Rena Kral. Megan Mary Kragowski. Camille Kudir Katie. Abby Grace Keener.
Katie Kuhn. Frank Kuchke. Alyssa Jane Ladusky. Madison Haley LaFan. Richard Lam. Charles Connor Laird. Jillian Grace Lake. Rebecca Marie Lambert. Marissa Kelly Lamphir. Kylie Marie Lane. Brian Thomas Kramer.
Madison Lynn Lanham. Mark Anthony Lara. Devin Lee Leisure. Hannah Renee Lee. Elena Nicole Lee. Jersey Lynn LaFavor. Ryan Jeffrey Lemmerman. Jack Martin Lemke. Alexis Nialini Leon. Mason Lisak,
Zane Sebastian Lucina, Aiden Scott Leisure, Matthew David Lalagan, Faith Noel Lindsay, Carlos Lopez, Oscar Lopez, Angie Lopez Estrella Mariana, Michaela Lavero,
Anayeli Lozano, Ariel Nicole Lubke, Jordan Luco, Athena Sage Maddox, Ryan Mahan, Anthony Michael Maltese, Melanie Renee Lumbert, Alejandra Michelle Macias, Darren Eli Mankey, Gianna Marie Manietas, Lilia Mann, Veda Sue Marshall, Elena Martin Del Campo, Mackenzie Daniel Martinez,
Gary Maldonado,
Jada Monique Maldonado, Egan Robert Marcinko,
Ivan Martinez, Adriana Marungo, Kenny Mars, Olivia Massey, Matt Motuko Matthew, Haley Katie Maves, Andrew David Mavius, Josue Maya, Sydney Nicole McAllister,
Connor Sean McCants, Mason Matthew McCaw, Creed Anthony McCord, Jenna Grace McCoy, Nathaniel Michael McDuffie, Skye Rihanna McGee, Samantha Elizabeth McGreevy, Logan Frank McIntyre, Alexis Suzanne McNamara, Madeline Elizabeth McReynolds,
Sarah Ray Kathleen Stewart Metternach,
Samantha Mahia Ortega,
Owen Patrick Jeffrey Meldon, Mark Hobart Melton, Samantha Maureen Merrigan, Matthew Thomas Messina, Miranda Nicole Metcalf, Rachel Nicole Muir, Emma Therese Mickelson, Gabriella Rhiannon Miller, Dominic Marcel Miller, Colton Milosh, Cecil Alexandra Minder, Michael Jeffrey Mitchell, Sophia Elizabeth Molina, Elias Mondragon. Leslie Mondragon.
Grace Patricia Monroe. Weather Marie Moore. Colin Michael Moran. Jetniel Morales Gomez. Christopher Edlin Morgan. Madison Rebecca Mosier. Courtney Marie Moss.
Skylar Eve Moya. Fabian Munoz. Rodrigo Munoz Rubio. Jacob Mitchell Neighbor. Miguel Navarez Jr. Elias Navarro.
Kaya Richard Navarro. Dylan Christopher Neal. Jonathan Nelson. Olivia Grace Nelson. Sir Walter Cornelius Nelson I. Olivia Page Newman. Natalie May Nichols. Valencia Danielle Nichols. Joseph Robert Niesman.
Eric Joel Nieves. Jaden Lene Noel. Ryan Patrick Nolan. Chloe Noel Noonan. Cody Norton. Brock Norwood. Mia Nicole Novak. Alexander James Nowak. Justin Nunez. Garrett Patrick O'Grady.
Alex Joseph Oberfrank. Stephanie Celine Ocasio.
Jacob Ty Olerking. Miranda K. Olerking.
Jeff Thomas Ulrich. Miriam Olatumbi. Gracie McKay Olson. Gianna Oostman. Praise Aronica.
Alexandra Oskarpsky.
Ethan Harold Over. Billy Adam Werup. Christian Robert Owens. Joseph Jack Pagone. Alejandro Palacios Guzman. Sarah Parikh.
Randy Ponham Jr.
Tatiana Marie Patterson. Grace Catherine Pearson. Elizabeth Gabriela Delatorre. Lipakshi Pawar. Lauren May Pantaleone.
Angelina Rose Ganzon Pelican. Caitlin Claire Penzone.
Andrew Joseph Perez. Olivia Jade Purley. Robert Leslie Peterson III. Eva Peterson. Malik Eddie Phillips. Madeline Nicole Petrie. Kyra Renee Phillips. Thomas Lance Pica Jr. Dominic Logan Pickler. Mark Anthony Plasky Jr. Derek David Platt. Alexander James Ponks. Zachary Stephen Precup.
Andrew Joseph Provost. Cortez M. Pryor. Keith Allen Quigley. Jose Quinones. Michaela Rose Rabick. Madeline Nadine Rabick. Matthew Trevor Rabick. Mitch Grant Rabick. Jade Alyssa Ramirez. Sophia Isabel Ramirez.
Hazel Reese Ramos. Tristan Joseph Ramos. Allison Charlene Rangel. Emily Rose Rao. Julia Elizabeth Reynolds.
Peter J. Rios. Farhat Rizwan. Alicia Ayana Robles. Joseph Robles. Benjamin Joseph Rodriguez. Samuel Gentry Rodriguez. Francisco Robert Rodriguez. Isaiah Rodriguez. Oscar Rodriguez. Kylie Rail.
Addison Elizabeth Rossler. Janelle Rogers. Jenna Rogers. Anna Patricia Rosiques Perez. Gavin Ross. Daniel Roth.
Brianna Faith Ruggiero. Alexandria Francis Ruggiero. Jasmine Russell. Colin Ryan. Luke Jacob Sackman. Justin Alexander Salas. Fiona Saliu. Alexandra Marie Sanchez. Juan Sanchez.
Karen Sanchez. Angel Xavier Santiago. Nikolai Sardo. Holly Jolina Shell. Allison Elizabeth Schmoller. Kate Elizabeth Schlesinger. Angelina Marie Schlinger. Ashley Ray Shope. Cole Alexander Schramm. Katie Garnett Schwanz. Ajaya Tamir Scott. Tyler Allen Sendra. Amanda Sheldon. John Sherrill Jr. Elizabeth Ann Shields. Luke Anthony Sugarman.
Tessa Renee Sugarman. Maggie Marie Sievers. Emma Terry Signor. Miller Sivak. Isabella Danielle Smolars. Brett Andrew Smeets. Samuel Paul Smith.
Morgan Christine Smith. Nathan Smichael. Caitlin Snell. Abigail Morgan Sobchak. Guadalupe Soto. Ariana Nicole Sowers. Jacob Stack. Ashanti Nicole Smallwood.
Austin Edward Stempian. Aubrey Elise Stevens. Ian James Stewart. Kari Summer Stogentine. David Thomas Stukas. Sterling Mark Sullivan Jr. Christiane Marie Sullivan.
Kayla Riley Sundstrom. Brett James Suter. Macy Lynn Sutton. Coral Lorraine Sutton. Taylor Naomi Tarver. Daniel Joseph Thibodeau. Darla Grace Thorne. Lauren Elizabeth Timmons. Philip Christopher Torres. Viviana Viscara.
Derek Torza. Lauren Marie Torres Turnage. Lauren Elise Tossing. Jillian Marie Tricosi. Joseph Tricosi. Stephen Burrow Udy. Anne Ulix.
Harvey Urbina.
Victor Nava Urbina. Tanya Uribe.
Isabel Valdez. Emily Vallejo. Arturo Vallejo. Lindsay Van Dusen. Michelle Velasquez. Elizabeth Verschure. Christian Vertine. Savannah Vickery. Jonathan Trujillo. Shavion Mackay Vinson.
Andrea Isabella Villaforte. Sage Olivia Viscara, Andrew Viscara, Jackson John Vogel, Nathan Allen Wagner, Ruby Villapando,
Corey Walters, Miles Jordan Woods, Madeline Elizabeth Woolley, Kyle Robleski,
Caden James Young, Mason Sicardi,
Aaron Zafran,
Cole Zajac, Natalie Renee Zander, Jose Zavala, Logan Zigar, Abby Rose Zenisek, Jessica
Kill 'em with kindness out there, Panthers. Congratulations.
Life is a lot like theater, and who would know it better than William Shakespeare when he wrote, "All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts." Break a leg, seniors.
Congratulations, class of 20. So proud of you. Wish you the best. Once a Panther, always a Panther. Always remember us as we remember you.
Hola, damas y caballeros. Yo quiero decir que estoy muy orgulloso de todos ustedes. Buen trabajo, felicitaciones. And as always, be kind to someone, learn something new, make good decisions. I love you guys. Have a great life.
Congratulations, class of 2020. Wishing you the very best today and always.
Well, hello again. Well, here I am in my office, packing up my belongings after many wonderful years as principal of Oswego High School. As most of you probably know, I too will be graduating at the end of this year. And as I retire, after 14 years as OHS principal, I have some things I would like to share with you. As I have been packing up my office, I have come across a number of items that have had special meaning for me and have given me significant inspiration over my 33 years in education. And I would like to share a few thoughts with you today regarding those items. So first, this is the OHS construction hat. We've had a lot of construction over my time here at Oswego High School. And what this represents to me, and what I'd like you to think about, is as you go through life, there are going to be detours, there are going to be potholes, and you need to be prepared to realize that those things are natural, they're going to happen, and you're going to need to be prepared to make adjustments, and sometimes you're going to hit a pothole and get out of alignment, and you need to do what you need to do to get back moving forward, and so that's what this represents. I have a number of signs here that have different topics that I think are really important for you to think about as you move on to the next phase of your life. First one talks about passion. It is really important for people to have a passion, especially young people who are looking to go to the next phase of their life. Make sure you pursue something that you are passionate about. So keep that in mind when you do that. Another important thing to think about are goals. It is critically important for all of us to have goals in life. But more than just having goals, it is important to have an action plan to achieve those goals. Have long-term goals and short-term goals, but also know how you are going to go about achieving those goals. And be flexible. There are times that you're going to need to adjust your goals and adjust your action plans, but having goals and having those action plans are vitally important, especially for all of our graduates who are moving on to the next phase of their life. The next one talks about opportunity. There are going to be all kinds of opportunities for you moving forward, but many of those you're going to need to seek out and make sure that those opportunities align with your passion and your goals. Another one that is very important is pride. Always take pride in what you do, how you treat other people, and if you're ever not sure about how to go forward with something, make sure that you consider how I do it. Will I have pride in that end product? And another one that's very important to me is service. And making sure that you find an opportunity to serve others in your community, being a mentor to other people, those types of things. And there's a phrase on here that is one of my favorites, and it talks about when you serve other people, keep in mind that people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Another item that was given to me years ago is this cube that has some different topics on it. And these are things that help keep me grounded throughout my career. And the 4 topics that are talked about here are truth, honor, courage, and integrity. And these are 4 qualities that I would like you to consider as you move forward. Always be truthful, always do things with honor, be courageous, and always make decisions and treat people with integrity. Another one, this is one of my favorites. And this is so important. It says, attitude. Attitudes are contagious. Is yours worth catching? So this is something that over the course of my career, not only as a principal, but as a teacher, as a dean, as an assistant principal, I came to realize how my attitude, what I did, had a significant influence on others. So please consider, how is your attitude? If it's contagious, which it is it worth other people catching your attitude? Another item that has given me inspiration over the years as principal of OHS is the Crosstown Trophy. And this is the trophy that is given to the high school between Oswego and Oswego East that has the most varsity victories during the year. And it is firmly in the hands of the Oswego High School Panthers. And this is something that we strive to earn every year. And it will be with us and hopefully will continue to be with us. This is our town. Another one that was given to me years ago, and this is very simple but very powerful. Just be kind. Be kind to one another. It's not always easy in this day and age with people not necessarily agreeing on everything, but you can still be kind. And underneath where it says be kind, it says no act of kindness, however small, is ever wasted. And it costs nothing to be kind. Kind of along that vein this was a book. We had a speaker that came to speak to the staff several years ago, and these two words in the title of the book, Nice Bike, it's a very simple concept, and it's basically giving people compliments. He talked about he was at a rally for Harley Davidson owners, and he simply said to a young lady who had Harley Davidson, "Hey, nice bike." And he said she just lit up. So a simple, nice bike, a simple compliment to others goes so far. And some of you have seen these pictures around the school it says nice bikes, and that's something we as a staff try to provide throughout the year to other staff members, is giving them compliments on things that they do. So take an opportunity to compliment somebody. The last two pieces for me have some real sentimental value. These are two items that were given to me by my parents when I first started teaching 33 years ago. The first one is a nameplate. It says Mr. Wayne. My mom made this for my dad 60 years ago when they were first married and my dad was a new teacher. My dad always had this in his classroom through all of his years of teaching, and then he gave it to me when I became a teacher. I've always had this on my classroom desk when I was a teacher, in my office when I was a dean, when I was an assistant principal, and now as a principal. And it helps me to remember where I came from and how my parents brought me up. So this has a lot of sentimental value. My point to you is always remember where you came from. The other item here is a sign that my parents gave me that says, "To teach is to touch a life forever." And this is so true. But the thing that I've realized over my career is you do not have to be an educator to be a teacher. All of you have the opportunity to influence and teach others. You can be a mentor to younger students, to younger siblings. You can allow yourself to be mentored as well. That is critically important. But find a way to be a teacher, and you will have the opportunity to touch somebody's life forever. So those are a few things that I wanted to be able to share with you today, and I hope that I've given you a few things to think about and to consider as you move on to the next stage of your life. The class of 2020 has meant an awful lot to me, and not only because we are going out together, but I have had the great privilege and pleasure of getting to know so many of you personally, as well as you as a collective class. And since I am graduating, as well, after serving Oswego High School as principal for 14 years, I do have a favor to ask. To the class of 2020, I hereby sincerely request that you accept me as an honorary member of your graduating class. It would mean the world to me. I would be proud to be a member of the Oswego High School class of 2020. Hearing no objections,
Principal Michael Sean Wayne.